Mikel Arteta to recall William Saliba and Mavropanos. Welcome back to your boys channel, and join me today as we discuss William Saliba and Mavropanos' future at Arsenal Football Club, and what has Mikel Arteta been saying about them, as well as Arsenal being linked with Konate of RB Leipzig, and also what are Balogun's wage demands. Let's discuss in today's video. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Fast14 and welcome back to your boys channel. Quickly though, before we get into the video, make sure to go down there, show the video some love, smash it a like. Please also do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments, especially today on Saliba and Mavropanos, and should they come back to Arsenal. And with that being said, here is the latest Arsenal news today. Here we go. And the first thing we shall discuss is William Saliba and Konstantinos Mavropanos, and yes, I can pronounce that name. And the report we have is from Chris He's at it again from Football London, and he's become pretty reliable. And as the report claims here, Mikel Arteta has confirmed that Arsenal are closely monitoring the progress of Dinos Mavropanos and William Saliba this season. Football London understands that Arsenal are closely monitoring the progress of Mavropanos, whose solid performances at Bundesliga side Stuttgart continue to catch the eye of rival clubs and managers. So as Mavropanos, a man who's wanted, is he a guy who other clubs want? And so the stats, the performances, the player of the month, we can put them on the table, and both centre-backs are clearly having a successful loan spells at both clubs respectfully. And in terms of the quotes from Mikel Arteta, he has said, "We are having meetings very often to assess what they are doing," said Arteta when asked if he was keeping tags on the progress of Mavropanos and Saliba. "Obviously, we are getting all the information and watching their games because I want to keep a very close eye on what they are doing. We were talking yesterday with our loan manager Ben Napper, who is in charge of monitoring everything that they and we are doing, and he's watching what they are doing and whether they're good enough to play for Arsenal Football Club in the future." He also has said, "We are in contact with the players and let's see. It's good news that they are playing and good news that they have the possibility of having a lot of minutes, because that is going to give us a much better perception of where they are and how we can use them." And that quote there kind of confirms to me that Arsenal have seen a future for Mavropanos and especially William Saliba. Let's start off with the Mbappe of centre-backs, aka William Saliba. In the past, we've already had it confirmed by a man like Edu that Saliba has a long-term future at Arsenal, and with Arteta's quotes now and what he said in the past as well, it kind of just confirms to me that come the end of the season, there is no chance whatsoever that Nice end up keeping Saliba on another loan for next season. And that is contrary to reports coming out of France saying that there's a possibility that Nice could extend his loan to next season. That's not happening. And so with Arsenal set to recall Saliba at the end of the season, what about the Greek player, the Greek the beast, that is Konstantinos Mavropanos? Well, to be honest with you guys, I am very intrigued by this one, because come this summer, Arsenal looks set to lose two more centre-backs, David Luiz, whose contract is set to expire, and also Callum Chambers, who most likely is just going to move on for best for all parties. And that then opens up more space for other centre-backs, and one has kind of already been confirmed as William Saliba. But the question then really is, can Mavropanos fill in the other centre-back position? In terms of his defensive abilities, I have no question about it. I know he's a rock-solid defender. And also with it being a right-footed centre-back, it helps Arsenal, because clearly Arsenal identified as an area that they need to improve in or find more players in. I just have a little question of his ball playing ability, because having a 79% pass accuracy for Arsenal is nowhere near good enough for centre backs, because our centre backs all have around 85 to 95% pass accuracy. But then saying that, with his injuries looking like they're in the past, which of course was a massive issue for Arsenal in the past, and also him being the perfect age for the Arsenal centre back, he's 23 years of age, he's entering his peak years, not even there yet. So we're gonna have to wait and see what Arsenal choose to do with Mavropanos, but I have a low-key feeling they're gonna bring him back to pre-season and see how he does. But what would you do with the future of the two Arsenal centre-backs on loan and doing their bit in Saliba and Mavropanos? Would you bring them back? Would you recall them? Or would you, if you are thinking of it, selling Mavropanos, or even some of you man thinking loaning back William Saliba, please do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's move on. And let's discuss Ibrahima Konate being linked to a transfer to Arsenal. Ibrahima Konate, the French centre-half that plays for RB Leipzig, and we're not talking about Upamecano. Simon College of The Standard is coming in today saying that Arsenal are one of the number of clubs tracking RB Leipzig defender Ibrahima Konate ahead of the summer transfer window. Club looking at the possibility of another centre-back. It seems like we are in centre-back FC today, but it looks like again Arsenal have identified the area, that right-footed, right-sided centre-back, as an area not just weakness, but with players leaving in the summer, something they need to address. Collins has also claimed that a few factors I think will impact in bringing in a centre-back if David Luiz stays, and secondly, how much other businesses Arsenal prioritise, like to need a left back and a centre mid plus a striker black as it goes, and a goalkeeper and a attacking midfielder, depending on Odegaard and Ryan, may wait for a centre back. And I think that there is a very good point, because Arsenal have other priorities they need to kind of prioritise before a centre back. And for once, we're going into the window with our defence, while needing improvements, is not actually our biggest weakness. It's actually our goal scoring and our chance creation, which is far better improving. And so in my humble opinion, to sign Konate, it only depends on the future for me of Mavropanos. Saliba I think is on the comeback, so I don't think it really matters. But if Arsenal do choose to sell Mavropanos, who's going to have I think 2 years left on his contract come the summer, we could get a very decent fee for him, because he's still only 23 years of age and so highly rated in the Bundesliga. Also, you then have David Luiz, and if he signs the contract, there is not a chance in ever of Arsenal signing a player the price of what Konate is going to cost, especially if Leipzig are set to lose Upamecano as well. He is going to be very expensive, so it's going to be very unlikely in my opinion. But what would you do, and who would you prioritise in the summer, and would Konate be on your list of Arsenal transfers? Please do let me know your thoughts down below. As Ralf Hogenstein, a very reliable Bundesliga and German journalist, has said, is it Arsenal war chest day again? That's a very vague statement. He hasn't confirmed anything, he hasn't said anything's happening. Now, to those that don't understand what a war chest is, it's essentially when a club has a lot of money to spend to give to the manager, and I don't know if he's confirmed that Arsenal are going to give that to Arteta, but why would you tweet that out if you didn't have information? Now, as I've said, he's already a reliable journalist, so I'm not going to say he's wrong here, but I am very excited as well as very confused, I won't lie to you. And with it being a Bundesliga journalist, does that mean that Haaland and Sancho confirmed to Arsenal 2021 it is happening? No, it's not happening. I'm just getting too excited. And it says here that Arsenal still have Houssem Aouar on their radar. Juventus also have a desire to acquire his services. Lyon have set a €55 million price tag on the player and are not willing to offer any discounts despite the current economic climate, and that is coming via Sport Witness. Now, the source that Sport Witness have used is coming out of Italy, and I won't lie to you, it's not very reliable. And in terms of reports themselves, don't fall into the bait. This deal isn't happening. I mean, it might happen in the summer, but this report is not reliable enough to go off it. And I won't lie to you, I do think it's BS, and ultimately I don't think Arsenal really gonna sign Aouar if we sign an Odegaard in the summer. And again, I can use the stats to back it up, because Aouar has the same amount of goals and assists, or even less, than what Emil Smith-Rowe has for Arsenal. So we're not gonna sign Aouar if you want a goal and assist machine, because he's simply not that. But what would you man do in the summer? Would you go out there and sign Odegaard on a permanent deal, or would you go back in and rekindle the interest on Houssem Aouar? Let's have a discussion in the comments below. And moving on to the third and final thing, and that is the other Arsenal news. And we're starting off here with some Real Madrid news. Please do stay tuned, as a very reliable source out of Spain has said Real Madrid have decided to sign Erling Haaland this summer. And so there you guys go, it's confirmed that Haaland isn't coming to Arsenal. It's not happening, I'm distraught. But all jokes aside, this does have a deeper meaning, and that for me is Martin Odegaard. I've said in the past to you guys that I expect Real Madrid to make a massive signing this summer. I've heard Mbappe, I've heard Haaland, and now it's been confirmed they're looking to sign Haaland this summer. And if they want to sign a player of that price and that caliber, it ain't gonna be cheap. And we've already discussed yesterday how Odegaard most likely won't return to Madrid as long as Zidane stays there as a manager. And if they want to Haaland as well, they're gonna need money. I won't be surprised if that means they're gonna sell Martin Odegaard. And that's why we're gonna keep an eye on this deal, because I'm telling you now for a fact, these two Norwegians are coincided. They're gonna play a part. If Odegaard signs for Arsenal and if he becomes available for a cheaper price or more expensive price, we shall see what is gonna happen. And of course, man like Erling Haaland, if you fancy joining your Norwegian at Arsenal, please do come. You're more than welcome. And let's discuss following Balogun, and here we go again. As according to the source of the Grove, he has said that Arsenal and following Balogun's camp wants around £40,000 a week for him to stay at Arsenal. Oh man, this is just so boring. Now, I ain't gonna vouch for the source itself. I don't know how reliable it is. It has been hit and miss in the past. But if it is true, and if Balogun wants 40 grand a week, which is more than what Bukayo Saka's on, then I'll tell you what, my guy, it is time to go. We'll see you later. Every day I'm talking about it, I'm just getting bored of it. This guy is 19. If you want to stay at Arsenal, if you want to play minutes, you know what to do. You got to sign a new contract. And once you sign the contract, I'm sure they're going to get some starts. So Balogun is over to you. Stop making it boring and let's sign that contract and let's move on with life. But there you man go. That is the video there and there. Of course, if you have enjoyed it, make sure to go down there and smash it a like, and obviously subscribe to the channel if you are new. And as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments, especially on Saliba Mavropanos. The links to all my social media will be in the description below. But with that being said, that has been the latest Arsenal news today. I hope you have enjoyed it as always, and I will see you very soon in a bit.